Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Paul. Long time no see in terms of an update about aquariums. So today, first of all, we will take a look at that 60 centimeter aquascape. And right now this filter is working and this is not. I will switch it in a minute. Well, let's talk about the filter first of all. As you remember, probably the last time there were like two filters here, and pretty like old ones first. Then after some time I switched them to new ones, again two, but they were not that good because the water couldn't flow in easily, and I was tired of always pumping this filter up by adding water. So I changed it to this Atman. I will overlay the exact model of it, and it is very good, very stylish. It has this skimmer thing as well. The flow is good, it is not very noisy. I performed the maintenance on this aquarium because it got really dirty. I mean, the water was okay, the quality of it was fine, but the aesthetic quality of the aquarium, you know, was just unbearable. Everything was dusty. The algae just covered all the glass, and I scraped it off and changed the water and trimmed the plants. That's what I did, because the plants also overgrew and they started to cover the surface of an aquarium, and right now it is getting better. Some myriophyllum, some hygrophila polysperma, some hygrophila siamensis 53b, anubias, and also we have echinodorus at the back, these, you know, bigger leaves, some hornwort even, and that's pretty much it. And I am planning to add more plants later because I have some Rotala super red and also some Bucephalandra, which I want to place in here. I think this will be a good place for it. Well, fish wise, everything stays the same. I have added those angelfish, and of course it is a temporary tank for them, especially for those two guys, two white angelfish. As soon as they reach a certain size, they will be moved, rehomed, or probably I will make a separate setup for them, like 200 liters, maybe 180 minimum, so for a few of them. Well, and we have those very beautiful striped, you know, natural variety type angelfish, and these are very good. I mean, the breeder who was selling them, he did a really great job because they are all, you know, they all were the same batch. You know, they all were the same. The stripes and the form of the fins, the whole body, it was all almost perfect. So, you know, let's take a look at this myriophyllum plants. I initially had only like two, but now as they are growing and I'm trimming them constantly, we have around like maybe 8 stems of it, for which I'm very happy. And this hygrophila polysperma also was just a loner, maybe 2 of them. And now we do have 3 stems which are really high. I'm waiting for this one to grow a little bit more in order to trim them and replant. And I forgot, we also have some manticolor here and there, which I'm using as a stem plant in here as well. The substrate is a little bit like, you know, like suffering from algae, but other than that, I'm very satisfied with how it looks. I mean, like, it was supposed to be a triangular style aquarium before it was, but then I changed it to this 60 centimeters, and I basically made 2 islands because there was space to do it. So this wood, that wood, and also some detail wood here and there. For example, this piece, right, this piece, also this piece and this one, but they are kind of deteriorating because of the water and they are pretty old. So, well, this aquarium stays like this for like a month, and then it gets covered by algae, you know, and all that. So I have to look after it more than others. Everything is old here, like the stones, the substrate, the filter media in the aquarium, everything is the same. It has been staying like that for like, I think, 2 years. But I think that because of the fact that I moved that, that's why it is suffering a little bit more from algae bloom, from bacterial bloom. So you know, you have to keep an eye on that. Because it's kind of like a mild reset, if you will. Basically, this aquarium is overstocked, so I'm relying on the filters and on the plants. And I'm changing. I'm planning to, you know, move the angelfish as soon as they reach, you know, the size at which you cannot keep them anymore in here. As we come here, you can see my biotope aquarium. And let me tell you something. I always wanted to have a biotope aquarium, but I never planned to make this one like this. And this is all because of that giant wood. Before, there was like a different driftwood that right now is in the basement because I no longer use that one. And so we have here some Anubiases, we have a bigger one here, a lot of cryptocoryns around, and also Echinodoros. I think another one here, some hornwort, you know, all that. The water level has dropped, so I have to refill it. Other than that, everything is fine. We have 10 black skirt tetras in here and six Sumatra barbs that are this variety. I forgot how they are called. I will overlay that. Anyway, so this aquarium is also overstocked. It is around like 70-liter aquarium, but you know, even for that volume is too much, I guess, a little bit too much. I mean, like, if you consider the plants and you consider the filter media, which is also old, very old, right? It is okay, but the space is another question. Why I placed these black skirt tetras here is that I initially thought that they would be less shy, but it turns out that they are still hiding, no matter how many you have. And maybe I will rehome some of them later, or maybe I will leave only barbs here. And by the way, until we forget, we have some Corridora catfish here. Take a look. There is one guy and another one. So the pair of them, really, really funny, unusual. This variety is, I don't know, I don't remember which one this one is. But they do enjoy, you know, the environment and munch on food and all that malm or whatever. They were shy for quite some time, but now they are getting better, I think, in terms of being more brave. Well, that's it. And I just leave it to its own devices. I don't trim it or whatever, so it grows like this. I mean, the cryptocoryns do not need any trimming unless they are too big. So it's a jungly. There is a jungly vibe in here. As I've said, the biotope, right? Take a look at the water. It's like orange or brown or something just because of that wood. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say initially. So it has this biotope black water aquarium vibe, for which I'm happy. So I change the water, and then after some time it gets like this again. So and I'm okay with it, because all these tannins are very good for fish, very good for plants. It makes water softer, but sometimes I wish it was like clean like it was before. But again, I wanted the biotope, right? Okay. And here we have this, I don't know, monstrosity of plants. Every time I just trim this, and after like a week it gets all covered. We have like tons of this guppy grass and all that. I do not even know what it is. I think that this is dwarf sage. And there were like only a few bushes of them. I planted them just out of experiment. I didn't know they would spread out like this, and I'm happy because I always wanted to have a carpet. So you know, everything is covered. You cannot even see the driftwood here, and there are millions of different shrimp in here. A colony which is like, I don't know, several years old, several generations. So we have 2 antlers here and 1 guppy, and that's all. I leave it to its own devices as well, just because I really like the vibe here. There is its own ecosystem. Everything takes care after itself. I mean, like, I do not even have to change water here that much. It just stays clean without any algae, without any murkiness of water. There was a little bit, but then it went away somewhere. I don't know. We also have some cryptocoryns here and some Hygrophila siamensis 53b, but it doesn't grow that much just because the guppy grace is taking over, I guess. So 1 guppy, 2 antlers, that's it. Well, that's what it is for now. So we saw all the tanks, and by the way, here are some new plants that I was talking about. I'm planning to, you know, quarantine them and put some medicine and then plant them in the 60-centimeter aquascape probably and see how it grows. Well, that's it for today. And I think that the aquariums, of course, do not look their best, except maybe for the 60-centimeter one. But I'm just leaving it to its own devices because I really like the vibe. And also, to be honest, to be completely honest, I just didn't have enough time, enough maybe energy to do all that, to maintain those. And the water itself is good. You know, by the way, there is a little bit of Anubias here as well. Looking really good. Well, thank you so much. Bye-bye.